Greetings, fellow traders. Poland here. It's time for the daily market wrap for Wednesday, March the 10th, 2021. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research. Everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice. So please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, well, let's check see where we left off the market here today. So SPX, green ended up 23 points here today. Monthly chart still looking pretty good right here. We are out of the inside week, so we tagged above last week's highs. Now we need to see if the next 2 days we can see a nice doji reversal here and continue to work its way up and squeeze out those bears and get to all-time highs. So let's see if we can do that. I mean, it generally looks like, on the daily chart that, we're kind of, similarly kind of impulsing up right here. Today didn't feel like an impulsive day, but it was, kind of choppy. So, but we're kind of tracking this here on the hourly chart. It kind of looks like the end of the this first impulsive move up could be an ending diagonal here. We may see a little bit of an ABC pullback and then get going again, or this thing could just keep gapping and going, right? So we'll see how that goes here on the market going forward. In terms of the SPY volume, right? So still got kind of tapering volume here on the way up. Not quite as green here on the SPY, but is what it is. So let's take a look at the S&P futures again, guys. It was generally, interesting day today. It was a quick little move off of the bonds today, but it really wasn't as exciting as any of us thought it was. I mean, guys, look at it, just visualizing it, just kind of squint your eyes a little bit. Look how choppy today was. There were some setups today. There were, pre-market we got the triangle breakout right here. There was a couple of breakdown moves right here, which were nice, and there was another decent breakdown move in here today, and a pop opportunity, but maybe only like 4 or 5 trades for the day trader out there on the ES, right? So it's kind of interesting today to see this kind of chop, but it's cool to know that our methods work even in this messiness. But we're gonna track these levels and see how they go going into tomorrow, right? So we had a nice couple geometric lines that kind of did their thing here, but we've got a couple levels here below, right, that we want to look here. I've got the MES pulled up just to for cleanliness purposes here for this, and then this is gonna be a tough one here, guys. It's already kind of broken out these levels, so we'll see what kind of setup next time we pivot around to see how that goes going into tomorrow. But good stuff. Again, today could have just been kind of a consolidation, maybe like a wave forward triangle. We might see a larger wave forward pullback, but we'll see how that goes. Let's see with the Qs. So clues and the Qs. So Qs actually ended up finishing red here today, closing below their 15 orb low. I mean, we did get a nice little bear flag breakdown, but no follow through. So one of the cool things is that we held the geometric level right here. So we'll see how it goes going into tomorrow. Again, really choppy day across the board. IWM hung in there pretty well too. Nice, almost looks like a pennant here going into tomorrow. So let's see how that goes. Let's take a look at the XLF. Now, this was kind of the standout sector of the day for a nice push here. But it was really, it was tough. The banks were really tricky today. The price action was really tough today, even on this. But this just showed us that we weren't really expecting much of a crash today. So we had that going on. Apple, again, really kind of struggled to find setups. There's a little bit of a down move right here, but just choppy price action. One little pop out of there, but no follow through. And we saw the same thing on Tesla. Tesla, we did point out a short opportunity at the open today. I love the 15-hour breakdown. I love this candle right here. Increased volume, right, below the 15 orb and a pre-market pivot, right? So that gave us a nice move down right there. Then we had a triangle breakdown later, which members pointed out in the group. But every little breakout here that happened, although we did have a bit of a flag breakout right here, it was really, I mean, it just had to be all over it, right? No follow through on it. So again, Tesla, when it's going, right, we're going to see the volume look like this, right, in the middle of the day. And it's gonna go, right? So it just kind of playing along with the market right there. So that was Tesla. Other than that, guys, a couple names that are on the radar going into tomorrow. Some relative strength. GM held up really nicely. I like how it closed over the 15 orb high. I like the daily candle with increased volume right here. It looks like it can make a pop here and possibly break out here through all-time highs. Kind of an interesting level, but we'll keep an eye on that going into tomorrow. GE looking kind of interesting too. So GE below the 80 MA right here. This looks pretty bearish with this increasing volume. So keep that on the bearish radar going into tomorrow. BMBL, I believe this is, so Bumble, they just had their first earnings ever after their IPO, and they're up after that. So it could be an interesting one. See how that goes. CLDR also had earnings tonight. They are down off of earnings, so that's a little bit blah there. And then welcome to the New York Stock Exchange Roblox. So I ended up closing there at like 69 bucks. So it's kind of a nice move right here. It held up pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if this thing goes. I mean, anybody who's a parent out there who has kids that play Roblox understands that it's like they make like infinite money. So definitely want to keep it on the radar, especially if it breaks above the IPO highs. Anyway, guys, good stuff. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll catch you guys tonight on the free YouTube live stream at 7:30. Until then, stay healthy out there and remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game.